making another delivery, which is my new life. It's not a bad life. It's just not the life I thought I'd be living in California, but it is what it is for now. I've been thinking a lot about a particular topic, something that I've been struggling with for many, many, many years. And it's the topic of forgiveness. Being able to forgive people that somehow or another have wronged you for whatever reason. And then being able to, I guess, move on. And the secret, as many people will say, to the key of happiness in life is that ability to forgive. Not for the other person, for yourself. So that you don't hang on to the anger and the bitterness and all that stuff doesn't kind of consume you. You're free to live your best life without the burden of the pains and the sting of the pain, and allowing those people to control you from a distance, but control you emotionally and mentally, because you're still hanging on to something that's happened, something from the past. And I get that. That makes so much sense. And in theory, it should be something that's readily not readily available, but kind of easy to do. You would think, let me just let this go so that I can move on with what I need to do. And as an adult, in many situations, I could probably do that with most people. For me, and this topic of forgiveness at this point, is trying to figure out how to do that when the hurts have come early on in life. Unfortunately, we always don't outgrow our childhood hurts. We just don't. We deal with them. We work through them. We try to figure out ways to function healthy ways despite them. But we don't always outgrow them. And so when you're dealing with people like a parental person or a spouse or someone who has hurt you deliberately for years and years and years and years in a way that's kind of shaped your personality, impacted the way you think and how things are processed for you, those types of things that happen with trauma, ongoing trauma for years, and then, their unwillingness, I guess, to even apologize. That's a lot to swallow. That's not so easy to just forgive. And I don't know that that's something that I'm ever going to be able to forgive. And I sure as hell ain't never gonna forget it, because I've been living with it my whole life, living with the effects of that abuse my whole life, and suffering so much loss because of it. The loss of friendships, the loss of relationships, the inability to maybe move forward in careers and move up in positions because you can't handle yourself like a normal, grown, healthy, well-established, well-adjusted person who can communicate and just do things on par with the rest of the world. That's really troubling. And those things are just kind of hard to forget. And you don't forget. And every time you remember them, it's like it's happening for the very first time over and over again. I guess, for me, either the prayer is, God help me to forget the things I can't forgive, or accept what is, and forgive myself, number one, for staying as long as I did, and number two, hey, I'm going to forgive myself for not forgiving them. If it's a sin to not forgive, hey, big deal. I'm not going to forgive it. It was deliberate, it was ugly, it was malicious, and it went on for years and years and years. And when I told you how you were hurting me, you called me a fool and a crybaby, and you put me down. And so those types of things, really unforgivable. And to see them continue to play out this late in my life, still dealing with same people, there's nothing to forgive. Like, you are who you are. You're a hateful ass son of a bitch, and you ain't never gonna be right. So that's what that is. Let me see if I can just accept that, move on with my life, and try to find some happiness. I'm going to be talking a lot about trauma, PTSD, recovery, healing, and how we move forward. So I guess for the first time, or the 50th time, this is my first video that I'm going to put up. But these are the types of things that I want to address, in addition to the realness of just life. I don't want to get too far off on things. I don't want to be babbling on, because that's how I feel like I am right now. But if you're one of those people that has been hurt to your core, and your spirit has been broken, and you are doing everything in your power to recover, to heal, to get over, to get past, and you feel like you need to forgive people to get to that next phase, I'm going to have to tell you, you don't. You don't have to forgive no goddamn body. And for me, because I've always been, it's forgive and forget, and then they do the same damn thing, and then you're hurt again. No forgive, no forgetting, and you're not going to get over. My love is not going to be used against me. And that's half the issue. When people know how much you love them, how much you care, and know that you're willing to be hurt for them, oh, they'll hurt you every time. So that's not really cool thing for me. But I'm going to stop babbling now and make this delivery and put this up, and hopefully it resonates with somebody. You don't have to hang on to your bitterness. Try not to be angry. I am really working towards that. I'm really trying to work towards that. See how it goes.